Hello and welcome. The 2022 Commonwealth Games, commonly known as Birmingham 2022, was an international multi-sport event for the members of the Commonwealth of Nations that took place in Birmingham, England from 28 July to 8 August 2022. In this episode of Endeavour Explains, let's dive deep to understand the key happenings of the event and India's performance at the Games. The Commonwealth of Nations, simply referred to as the Commonwealth, is a political association of 56 member states, the vast majority of which are former territories of the British Empire. The Commonwealth Games, a quadrennial multi-sports event held in the middle of an Olympic cycle, is the most visible demonstration of the friendly sporting ties between the Commonwealth nations. The Games include standard multi-sports disciplines like athletics, swimming, gymnastics and cycling, but also include sports popular in the Commonwealth that are distinct to the Games such as netball, squash and lawn bowls. The opening ceremony of the 2022 Commonwealth Games were held at Alexander Stadium on 28 July 2022. The Games opened with the message from the human rights activist Malala Yousafzai, who completed her school years in Edgbaston, and an appearance by a giant animatronic foot. The closing ceremony finished with fireworks, burst of flame and Ozzy Osbourne sporting a gothic black cape shot in Birmingham forever. The Games were the largest ever held, with 72 participating nations and ticket sales of 1.2 million. The Games were the first to have more events for women than men. Alongside the Games, a cultural festival was held across the West Midlands as well as a number of trade events. There was much else to admire. Birmingham hosted the largest ever integrated program of para-sport as para-athletes competed on the same stages and for the same days. Over 13,000 volunteers signed up to help out. The Sandwell Aquatic Centre, built for the occasion, will be a welcome community asset for the future. It is also one of the first large-scale events to take pledge on sustainability and sharing a plan for becoming carbon neutral by partnering with Seven Trent from an offsetting perspective, where they will plant 2,022 acres over a period of time, and that will offset the carbon emissions of the Games. Birmingham 2022 has been full of thrilling action, extraordinary achievements and pulsating competition. Here we pick out just 5 of the Games' most memorable moments. Olympic silver medalist Alex Yee had the hopes of the home nation on his shoulders as he went for the first gold of Birmingham 2022, and he did not disappoint. Yee claimed the men's triathlon title around Sutton Park to kickstart England's gold medal fall. The 24-year-old was not done there, adding the mixed team triathlon to his medal cabinet. Coming into the swimming competition at the Birmingham 2022, it was South Africa's Chadley Klaus who appeared set to make Commonwealth Games history. The South African's 17 medals meant he stood just one adrift of the record jointly held by shooters Michael Gall and Phil Adams. While the Klaus moved level with 200-meter butterfly silver, Australia's Emma McCann was flying up the medal charts with an astonishing games in the pool. Their battle for a spot in history came to a head on August 2nd as McCann equaled the Klaus on 17 medals before both competed in the mixed 400 medley, with Australia's gold giving McCann a 7th medal of the Games and with it the Commonwealth record. The 28-year-old added a 6th gold the following day to set a new Commonwealth benchmark. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls produced one of the most eye-catching moments of the Games with their stunning celebrations after an historic semi-final win over world champions New Zealand. They had been the stars of the competition, producing a brilliant win over Australia in the pool stages, but it was their 67-51 semi-final victory, booking their place in the first ever Commonwealth Games final, that really caught the eye. Adam Peaty is England's swimming poster boy. He arrived at Birmingham 2022 with everyone expecting he would ease 2 goals in 50 meters and 100 meters breaststroke. Peaty's 8-year unbeaten run over 100 meters ended on the first Sunday. But he was like a cornered lion, ready to bite back and duly claim the only major gold medal missing from his vast collection after touching the wall first in 26.76 seconds to the 50-meter crown. George Miller became the oldest gold medal winner in Commonwealth Games history following Scotland's 16-9 win in the lawn bowls mixed pairs at Victoria Park. Fellow bowler Rosemary Linton, 72, had only set a new mark 2 days earlier, but the 75-year-old director surpassed that. At the other end of the scale, England's 17-year-old diving star Andrea Spindoloni-Sirek enjoyed a glittering games with a stunning gold in the women's 10-meter platform and silver in synchronized event along with Eden Chang. Canada's Summer McIntyre, aged just 15, leaves Birmingham with 2 swimming golds to her name. India made their debut at the Commonwealth Games at 1934 and have since then taken part in each edition of the showpiece event, barring 1950, 1962 and 1986. The country has so far won a total of 564 medals. India recorded their best finish at the Games in 2010 when the country grabbed second spot at the medals table. This year, nearly 200 Indian athletes competed for medals across 16 different sports at the Commonwealth Games 2022. Despite the absence of sporting disciplines like shooting, tennis, archery and Greco-Roman wrestling, India recorded a fabulous campaign at the Commonwealth Games. At the last edition of Gold Coast 2018, Indian athletes won a total of 66 medals, 26 gold, 20 silver and 20 bronze to finish third overall behind the hosts Australia and England. However, shooting, which contributed 16 of the 66 medals at Gold Coast 2018, was cut from the Commonwealth Games program for Birmingham 2022. In fact, 135 of India's total tally of 564 medals at the Commonwealth Games have come in shooting more than any other sport. This includes the 30 medals Indian shooters won during the 2010 New Delhi Commonwealth Games, where India enjoyed their most successful Commonwealth Games in history, winning a total of 101 medals. In 2010, India had won a total of 49 medals in the sporting disciplines that were missing in Birmingham Games this year. If these medals are removed from the overall tally of 101, we were left with 52 medals, including 17 golds, which are way below India's tally this year. Tokyo Olympics javelin champion and World Championship silver medalist Neeraj Chopra's late withdrawal from Commonwealth Games 2022 due to injury certainly left India one medal short. In shooting and Neeraj Chopra's absence, the onus was an Indian wrestling contingent featuring Olympic medalists Ravi Kumar Dahiya, Bajrang Punia and Sakshi Malik, and a strong badminton team spearheaded by two-time Olympic medalist PV Sindhu and World Championship medalist Kidambi Srikanth and Lakshya Sen, driving India up the medals table in Birmingham. The weightlifting team also carried the nation's hope. Indian athletes won 61 medals, of which 22 gold, 16 silver and 23 bronze at the Commonwealth Games 2022. Sanket Sarkar was the first Indian to win a medal in Birmingham, bagging a silver in men's 55 kg weightlifting event. Mirabai Chanu was the first Indian to win a gold at CWG 2022, while Jeremy Lal Vinunga was the first Indian man to clinch top podium at Birmingham. Sudhir won the first medal for India, a gold in para sports at CWG 2022. He became the champion in para powerlifting in men's heavyweight category. It was a year of some historic firsts for Indian contingent at the Games as the country won a medal for the first time in round ball. India also won their maiden Commonwealth Games medal in steeplechase and race walk at Birmingham, making it a memorable affair for the nation. Indian debutants didn't disappoint and performed exceptionally as well. Lakshya Sen, Ravi Dahiya, Nikhat Zareen, Elders Paul, Neetu Gangas, Nareen Malik and many more won gold on their debut. Avinash Sawant and Priyanka Goswami grabbed historic silver medals in athletics. Silver-winning Indian men's hockey team had 7 debutants featuring for them, while the women's hockey, which won bronze, had 7 debutants featuring for them too. 6 out of 10 weightlifting medals were won by debutants. All 8 debutants in the wrestling won medals on their first appearance in Commonwealth Games. Here's a look at the full Indian medal winners list from Commonwealth Games 2022. For the Games organizers, the predominant emotion this week may be one of relief after the uncertainties of COVID period. But although the 22nd edition of the Games should undoubtedly be considered a success, future challenges loom on the horizon. Durban was original host of the CWG 2022, who later withdrew due to financial constraints. As Durban's experience illustrated, the cost of hosting are becoming prohibitive, ambitions may need to be scaled back for future editions. Most fundamentally, perhaps, an event which is a legacy of empire will need to find a way to respond to concerns that this history renders it an anachronism in the age of Black Lives Matter. The next Games in 2026 is in the state of Victoria, will be the 6th hosted in Australia. Only 2 have been held in Asia and none in Africa, the 2 continents where the overwhelming majority of the Commonwealth's population live. Birmingham has done a great job at a short notice, but to modernize and thrive, the Games will need to address that kind of anomaly as they seek to better acknowledge their past and secure a future.